Don't crowd around.
Oh, we have a blacksmith. Haven't seen in a while. Wait. Come here.
Ah, a professional. I like to trade with your kind. You actually appreciate quality workmanship.
What have you got there?
Get this wooden sword out of my inventory.
Care for a quick rest?
Yo. Don't mind me, just playing knockoff Yu-Gi-Oh. Great at what? Jesus, Mary and Moses. Let's fucking go then, mate. Well, they have an actual game just about this. Gwen. And that's you beaten, battered, and bloody. Wait, what, mate? Oh, never mind. Alright, come on, witches. Let's kick their ass. And just to put the nail in the coffin. Literally. Gotta admit, Monster Deck is probably my favorite. You can hear me, right? Or am I not enunciating enough for you? Yes, I know there is a song about Gwen. I have probably heard it.
You'd best behave, Fred. You're in Beauclair, see?
Abercrombed and greft or fluted, whatever your
You are
heart's
very
desire.
welcome, Hot Dog Dumpster.
Let's see what you got in.
Also, don't call me a cunt. Ooh, some of these are actually rather nice. Oh, really now? Because that's not what I remember. Ooh. Well, Taint, that's a nice one, mate. Oh, what do you think you about? Extra storage space. Oh, well. You know
No,
me, I
you're
always
busy,
had problem
but
focusing
you
on
up
one
for a
person
round
at a
of-
time. Double joke. Oh my god, there's actually Skelly deck. And I have a whole mess of... What do you do? I think I'm still going to use a monster for this one. Just because they're useful. Oh, you're using the white flame? Well, white flame. That's just going to screw me over. And, let's shuffle you back into the deck. Ooh, fork tail. Danke, mi amigo. So anyway, how has your night been? Taking out the 7, nice. Oh. Why not? Well, more to boost. Yeah, isn't it wonderful talking to me? The answer to that is yes. Oh, wow, thanks. Here I am offering you entertainment and you attack me like that. I see how it is.
What are your needs, master?
Ah. Oh, wrong button. I go to run and I accidentally roasted someone.
Need to speak to the Duchess, urgently.
All right, you scamps. Store is done. Go find your parents.
But the Pomerine, what about the story of Riddick and the dragon?
Pretty much.
Tales for another time. But
Riddick,
take a
really?
good look at the man who stands before you now. This is Geralt of Rivia, the master witcher who lent his valiant hand to the defeat of the giant Goliath.
Master Witcher, is it true virtue always trumps villainy?
What should I pick? Virtue always trumps, the stronger wins, or not always, but it's worth being good?
Much as we might not like it, virtue's got nothing to do with it. Victory goes to the stronger.
So, is there no point to being virtuous?
Not what I said.
Then what's needed to vanquish villains?
A sharp sword and some skill.
But what if there's lots of villains, and they've sharp swords too? And lots of skill.
That's where virtue starts to matter. As they say, the gods reward the virtuous after death.
Now, that will do for questions. Go find your parents. Her Enlightened Highness has doubtless arrived at the tourney grounds to watch the battle in the arena.
By the way, do you like how my
If we
witcher
hurry,
looks?
we'll be in time to speak with her before the spectacle begins.
Lead the way.
Like I'm about to organize a library.
Who's fighting? Nilfgaardian gladiators?
Close, but not quite. As we'll soon see.
Someone's gonna fight a Shalmar? With only some bells on its tail to confuse it, slow it down?
Mog.
Whatever is the problem? The beast is
What?
a gift
Mog?
from the
The hell
Emperor.
is Mog? Actually, that's all one set. All that is the master-crafted woven gear.
This is dangerous. Bells on its tail aren't enough.
I saw a spectacle of the sort at the arena in Nuremberg. There, a knight defeated a Shelmar with bells on its tail.
Might have gotten lucky. Shalmar might have been lame. Who knows? Only a witcher has a real chance against a healthy Shalmar. And that's not even every witcher. Besides
Yeah, the
which,
pants are a little bit
releasing
weird, but
monster that dangerous in front of a
I actually
crowd,
like the woven set.
plain irresponsible.
And then it gets better when I find the Grandmaster woven set. But that takes a while, so I'll need to wait on that. Luckily, it can all be found in one area, though. The swords, however, are not the woven set. Look at this dude. He's gonna die. I don't even know how this goes, and I know he's gonna die.
I dedicate my imminent victory to fair Lady Vivian.
Fair Lady Vivian is going to watch you die.
It's begun. The fight shall have to end first.
Pretty sure everyone has a case of pancake ass in this game. What the fuck is that? Looks like a Balrog had sex with a roly-poly.
Got a bad feeling about this.
I'm sorry. What I had experience with is not that. Also, it just span-dash itself across the entire arena. And cue the sonic noise.
Damn it.
Don't do it, man. Oh.
We have to
That
help
had
him.
to hurt. Hey, I'm down to fight this thing. Bring it. Bring on the Balrog clit roly-poly.
Alas, Sir Knightley, the beast he let loose a roar, it's knocked into earth. Down came the Witcher, with one mighty arm to give fight to the beast. Its plans confirmed. Out,
I don't really
out
mind.
with flame.
Okay, what is the
Just the
weakness of this thing? I'm not gonna fight it without knowing. Beauclair. Gonna guess Insectoid. No. Ogroid? Goliath. Oh, Relict. Shale Mars. Licked oil and ard. And salmon.
His life went
Luckily, I
snuff.
have all that stuff. Let's see here. Relict oil. Salmon. Oh, there it is.
All our hopes, alas, had turned to dust.
Show me what you got.
Excuse me.
Come on.
Fate of the beast has been weighed by the gods. Soon the witches shall triumph
Oh, you mean the
against
shrieking?
all odds.
Ow. Same world where you can build an axe the size that you are. Also Witcher. They got limitations, so... Well, the NPC that's more accurate is now dead. Actually, I think there's a way to keep him alive. I just didn't manage to kill the beast in time. Also, this beast is a nightmare.
Stench.
So the witcher would be Selma, foul hard earth. Gods die, flee faint, his faces strikes belly, Selma's cries ring aloud, blood transforms into jelly.
What the fuck is it doing? Jesus. I did. Finish him. Or her. I don't know the gender. Not going to assume. It's how you get flamed on the internet.
The Shelma lies defeated by Geralt of Rivia, master of the witchering trade. Behold, as the last gasps of life seep from the beast.
Master Geralt, do what you must. Finish the deed!
Kill it.
It suffered enough.
The monster lies slain! The fight is done! Praised be the victors!
Forgive me. I am not as nimble as in my younger years.
You fought bravely. Thanks for
So
your
he's
help.
not dead.
Guillaume.
The lad came damned close to dying.
I'm fine. Not hurt at all. Vivian?
Smile as befits a hero and keep silent. Speech clearly paints you. She approaches.
Everyone is very
Geralt. We must
fixated
talk.
on gold,
Vivian.
apparently.
You shall talk later, in the medic's tent.
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, hop. For we must make off with Geralt. We should talk.
Also the amount of blonde. With
We
one
had
brunette.
been long awaiting your arrival. Had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
Your Grace, my contract. I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here. We shall need Damien. He led the investigation pending your arrival. But wherever could he be? Come, we must find him.
Yeah. She had the look of, oh my lord, how are you alive? Yeah, well, you say, man, I need a little bit of rum.
Tell us, have you come alone? Or did Viscount Julian accompany you?
Wish to see Dandelion, Your Grace?
Yes. I mean, no. Yes. But solely to tell him we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the death sentence we so justly handed down upon him. If we could turn back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered.
Dang, Dandelion, what did you do?
Ah, the very man we would entrust with these tasks. Damien de la Tour, captain of my personal guard.
Also
Grace.
certified douchebag because
Witcher.
of that mustache.
Greetings. I examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have found something. Need to analyze it. A quiet place, that's what I could use most right now. And maybe the help of an alchemist or a mage. Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims. Take it Sir de la Tour is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here. I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And we've enough trouble as it is. Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without an outsider's help. I've no doubt about it.
Damien, we settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Definitively. Since you have broached it nonetheless, let us discuss Geralt's pay. Are the legends true? Do witchers usually demand that which you find at home, yet did not expect?
Okay. Which do I pick? Yes, no, or not always?
Yes, Your Grace. The law of surprise. Time-honored.
We shall be content. The surprises we encounter on a daily basis would be of no value to one such as you. What awaits at the palace are edicts to sign and portraits of suitors from far-off lands. I fear you would find little use for either. Thus we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard, Corvo Bianco, and a sum of coin. You will doubtless consider this adequate. Title to the vineyard shall be given to you at once. Surely you'll need lodgings while you hunt. The coin, however, will be yours only once you have slain the beast.
Lovely, generous gesture, Your Grace. Corvo Bianco.
I get a house.
Isn't it the Duchy's temporary morgue?
Is it now? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a witcher. What's more, nothing enhances a wine's reputation better than a grim legend.
Thank you, Your Grace. I accept the contract,
The
of
bald
course.
dude has a
But as I
vein
said before,
bulging
I'll
out
need
in
some
his
information.
temple.
How'd it start? Who was the first victim?
Crespi was the first to die. He was famed once for his many glorious tournament
that vein?
victories. Then he grew
That
old,
is the vein
hung
of an
up his
angry
sword,
man.
and took to winemaking.
Crespi was not loved by the wine merchants. He was ruthless in business and thought to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies. We did not grant it. We could not. Once you've taken the oath of a knight, you remain a knight till death.
How'd he die? Where'd they find the body?
Quite unusual,
Once
the
you take the oath of
circumstance.
a knight, you apparently turn into Mr. Clean.
He was at a feast when suddenly one of his fellow feast-goers noticed he was missing. The town watch found him an hour later. On his hands and knees, propped against the town pillory, his sword hanging from his neck. He had died of wounds inflicted with claws, not a weapon. Blows of great force.
So he died suddenly, but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it.
So it seems.
Second murder. Tell me what you know.
In the city there are certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures there after dark. Ramon Dulac's corpse was found in one such place. With the first murder, terror gripped the city.
That's amazing.
Its inhabitants grew wary, kept to safe areas.
Said the person that can't
Consequently,
do a baldy
news
voice.
of the second victim came to us from a group of concerned cut-purses.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility that Ramon died at the hands of these bandits.
Do you believe me an amateur? Not hands, but claws killed Ramon Dulac. The wound was deep, clean.
His body was found
You
in
could
a
say he
dressed in nightshirt and cap.
do lack
A
some
pillow
skill.
placed under his head, and his sword
I let
replaced
myself
by
out.
a bed warmer. Ramon Dulac, a knight who but a dozen years past was an advisor to our father, the Duke.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous. Maybe revenge was the motive.
It's not out of the question. Dulac had shady
don't you
dealings
sigh at
with the
me.
criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete
know you
proof
like my
of
sense of
any
humor.
misdoings.
So, first two victims were knights, best years behind them.
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern times knights face new challenges, enterprise being the latest addition to the chivalric virtues.
He made a veritable fortune in the grain trade. Palmerin even nicknamed him Sir de la Stinchi.
Found a coin pouch on his body. contained florins dating from various times,
prick.
hailing from different provinces of the Empire.
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no patience for numismatics.
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated. These were knights of Toussaint. Blast it.
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that's what the beast's trying to draw attention to?
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues. And even if the...
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated. Might have been murdered to emphasize their lack of specific chivalric virtues.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by a coin pouch shoved down a throat.
Wait.
It
Witcher's
seems
good.
to fit, true, though not perfectly.
Can't discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town.
Polish.
Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as
Why would I
showy and
play it in
denounce the
Polish?
victim's lack of the 4th virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunt shall begin there shortly. Have you heard of the custom?
Milton mentioned something. Seemed excited to prance around in a bunny costume. Not sure why. Hang on. Strange circumstances.
It's also a
knight
language I don't
advanced in
understand.
years,
Some of us
famed
don't
cowardice
speak
of rabbits.
Polish.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac Peyren
like
the next
Witcher
victim?
the way
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To miss something so obvious. De Peyrac Peyren, Crespi, Delacroix, and Delac formed a knightly team. It was years ago, but...
Your Grace, we need to find Milton immediately.
rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the hare, hiding somewhere, waiting for some tipsy courtiers to find him. The hare's hiding place is a carefully guarded secret.
We must call off the game, at once.
First and foremost, we must remain calm.
First and foremost, you
Damien,
better get out of
order
the
the
way.
garden searched immediately, but discreetly. By no means can we disrupt the festivities. Panic will only incite the beast to strike sooner. And you, Witcher, follow me. My gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it. Not near my palace. Horses? Ready our horses!
Honestly, I'm liking the role she's taken. I like the role she's taken. Strong female ruler. Takes foremost lead on it.
Your Grace!
Oh, I like her. I like her a lot.
What the hell? Why, I should... Your Highness,
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled.
Just tore it off. But still, I like her.
Hey! That is silk! Be careful! Give it to me!
I mean, I can't deny that that's a very interesting quality. But no, it's her demeanor, the way she acts. Not exactly the biggest fan of girly girls. But a queen that doesn't mind tearing clothing and would rather ride in horseback than in a dress. Or ride in horseback without the bottom of her dress than with it. Loving it. Besides, are you really any different?
Your grace seems right at home in the saddle.
Clear a path! Clear the way, I said!
Solar Leo? The hell are you talking about?
Is this part of the game?
Can I just like a character for a minute?
Just round the corner!
Hurry!
We must go to where the game is being held. The participants must find a unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the hare, Milton, hides.
Mean we need to find those things too?
We've no other option.
Of course.
But time is of the essence.
Why would I ever be allowed to like anything around you?
On second thought, through here.
Oh, believe me.
I shall show
It's
you where
not
the
the
hunt
game
plays
I'm
out.
hating right now.
Then we will split up. You will get hold of the unicorn horn and the golden fish. While I nab the phoenix egg. That will be quickest.
Golden fish. Do I need a rod or a net?
Please, Gary. It's not a real fish. Look there, towards the water. See the lights? The hunters are trying to hook the fish from boats. You must simply dive in and find it.
The unicorn. How do I catch it?
It's terribly skittish, true, but I'm sure you will find a way to earn its trust. It runs around over there, look.
Hey, it's not my fault that that's one of
The
my
golden
favorite
fish
things.
and the horn both contain pins or clues that will help us find Milton.
Forget I said
Once
anything.
you
Shut
have
up.
fish and horn, find me among the other phoenix egg hunters. All clear? Then let's get to it.
Fiorano of the 1290 vintage. I do encourage you to try it.
If one were to call a state courageous or coward, what other part of the state would one have in mind? Weakness and fortitude like this.
But this is no true unicorn.
True.
Perhaps an apple will work. Or some sweets.
We would not be in this predicament, dear sister, were you still a virgin.
Do you really wish to have this conversation again? Here and now?
Hush, or you'll
Yeah,
spook
you were
the
probably the
beast.
one that took it.
We shall try the sweets.
Hey folks, gonna have to ruin your fun. Sorry.
Who's that?
Royal family looking mother. Straight for the unicorn, huh? Aha.
Crispy apple. Should like that like any other damn horse. Almost had it.
What, you gonna use text-to-speech now?
An apple. Yum yum. Easy.
Also, it's not my fault I'm a big old grump.
Gardens are huge. Be better off on horseback.
But yeah, I have a reason to be grumpy.
Golden fish should be easy to spot once I'm under.
What the blazes?
Did someone just dive in the water?
Perhaps that's the way to do it.
Sure, if you...
Hey.
Hey, wait. Stop. It's important.
King Cormorant, sire, accept this offering we bring. Prithee cast upon us your merciful eye, and bear before us its secrets.
As the moon is heavenly coursed of
What has you
grace,
going on?
in my
What's going
domain
on in
I
your head?
await that moment of grace, when a soul of good or ill repute brings me a gift, fitting tribute.
Wow, Geralt. Did you just see what he did?
You bombard
He's ruined the game!
Disgraceful.
Wow, Geralt. Just wow. Yeah, I know, I just saw that happen. I was like, okay, Geralt, calm down. Get me out of the water. Get me out. Thank you. What just happened?
The light, it's positively useless. She can't possibly see.
What has you dined so much? Yeah, you did. What have we here? Yes.
But you're brave.
I too love
Nova.
splat.
I wish only...
Oh, splat that's coming off the canvas, but still splat. Screw your stairs. I make my own
If you
rules.
please, Your Grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity. All shall be explained later.
But it's against the rules.
I am the rules.
Screw the rules. I have money.
Geralt! At last.
Okay, care to elaborate?
Got a key and a clue.
And I've another. Show me yours. Who wrote this drivel? I begin like a groan, hollowed out with ease, then end like a mouse with a head of hard cheese.
Begin like a groan, hollowed out with ease. Then end like a mouse with a head of hard cheese. Okay, I'm at a loss. What do you think? Cave, pantry, greenhouse, cramped, no idea. Help. Help!
Is it about someplace really cramped, uncomfortable?
Because it mentions
The ribbon.
drones and
The
a
ribbon.
mouse.
Oh.
False hints, I think. Meant to lead us astray. Look,
The ribbon.
if we take Rome, hollow it out and fill
This
it
game
with
is
leaves,
absolutely
the
perfect. I've
letters,
seen
that
no
is,
problems with it.
we get green. Then mouse, but starting with what heads heart cheese. Why, it's greenhouse.
Pretty clever. And it sounds right to me.
There are several greenhouses in the gardens, but only one with a door that locks. And the key to it looks just like the one we found.
Greenhouse it is then. Let's go.
Geralt is the glitchiest part of this game. Well, it's not nearly as funny as the time I went to some ruins and I saw a golem in the middle of a room, and it was just giving in the middle of the room. Just bobbing up and down.
Wait here.
Like someone giving some really good head. That pose. That pose.
What the butch?
What was that?
I don't think she wants to find pants. Okay, Geralt. Hey, back off. Edward Scissorhands was a good movie. All I heard was sink.
I'm here.
This belonged to you, maybe?
It did, but you may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you. I've done you no harm. Yet first you butchered a Bruxer who was dear to me. Now you pursue me. Why?
You've killed 4 innocent people, at least.
And you? How many innocents have you cut down?
None.
I don't kill innocents. Murderers, though, you bet.
I'll soon be done. I've but one left. And you, should you not stand down.
And once you're done, intend to leave? Go kill somewhere else?
No. I intend to live. Happily ever after.
Alright. Throw on some vampire oil.
Let you kill again.
A little bit more occupied with trying to fight this dude. ass kicked. I don't know what I'm throwing on. I meant to have Nope. Ah! Edward looking ass.
You want to stay where you were. Regenerate.
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I'll help myself.
No, he's my friend.
Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Regis? You all right?
All is well. All's in order. Wounds such as these heal on vampires in moments. But we've not seen one another in ages, my friend. At least in human terms, that is.
How's this even possible? Last I saw you...
I was a bubbling, shapeless smear, having been rather spectacularly melted into a column of a certain castle. In somewhat better shape now, as you can see. Hardly peak form, mind you, but were I human, folk would think me a demigod, I dare say.
I'm sorry. What happened? It was my fault. Never got a chance to apologize.
No need, Geralt. Bygones. I did not have to join you on that expedition. No one twisted my arm.
Local serial killer seems to obey you. Maybe you could talk him out of it, convince him to stop murdering.
Why do you think I've come? It shall not be easy, as Dettlaff can be rather stubborn. Though you must certainly recall that neither do I surrender readily.
So that's his name. He's your friend?
You might call it that. Though Dettlaff is... how would you humans put it? More bestial than I am. But not to worry. I'm working on him.
Haven't exactly done a great job with that. He's killed one night since I got here. At least 3 others before I arrived.
For good reason, I'm sure. Understand, Dettlaff is not some decadent shit who kills for sport, or to assuage a dryness of throat or a dullness of mood.
So in your opinion, what are his reasons?
Precisely what I wish to find out. And then I will convince him of the error of his ways.
Got a lot of faith in the guy.
Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble hearts, yet you both are wont to perform ignoble deeds. When circumstances force you to, of course. Remember the year 964?
That was 3 centuries ago.
Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala. Women and children were dying. Their mutilated, dismembered corpses littered the fields.
Brute of Lyria. Read about it. Chewed up almost 200, then fell to a common poacher supposedly armed with a dagger blessed by some prophet.
It fell to Dettlaff, who then found a poacher asleep in the brush near his snares and dropped the fiend's corpse at his feet. And thus, a legend was born.
Vampires rarely help humans. Must have had his own agenda, hunting the beast.
You err. He slew it for one reason alone. The monster killed a lad who once, in the street, had offered Dettlaff an apple, expecting nothing in return.
Terribly noble of him.
You do not have a monopoly on altruism, my friend. Vilgefortz melted my body. Detlef found what was left. As per our codex, he had a choice. To leave me where I was, or to care for me and nurture my remains. He chose the latter. Regenerated me at no small expense in his own blood. Do you know what that means to a vampire? The gravity of the endeavor?
Probably same thing it means to a human. You owe him your life.
Much more than that. The act itself made us blood brethren. A bond so strong humans cannot even imagine. Which is why I know something ill is afoot.
Always had an overdeveloped sense of empathy.
Each vampire has a unique talent. One they hone over centuries. It's precisely what renders us so difficult to classify. Detlef's trump card is his herd instinct. His tribal propensity. In point of fact, he prefers the company of lesser vampires and shuns that of humans. If he walks among you, killing egregiously, it can only mean something's upset him. Immensely.
Gotta find him, before something upsets him even more, and all Beauclair is awash with blood.
Well, we share a cause then, just like the old days.
Not entirely. I mean, when I find him, you know.
I know you've a contract on his head. Yet your true task is to stop the beast killing, not necessarily to kill the beast, am I right?
All in all, sure.
Let us find him. By the time we do, I hope I'll have convinced you Detlef is no monster.
Fine, all right already. But for now, evidence is stacking up against him.
Hear that?
The posse. Knights must have tracked me here.
I'd prefer they not find me here. I've makeshift quarters at Mère Lachaise Long Cemetery. We'll meet there.
See you.
Witcher, we flew here as fast as our courses would carry us. Yet I fear we're late all the same. Pray, where is the beast?
Still investigating. About to inspect this site. Withdraw your men before they trample all over the evidence.
Sirs, we must let the Witcher do his work. Milton's murder cannot go unavenged. We must allow the Witcher to ply his trade.
Screw your stairs. Okay, going this way apparently.
Best cure for the beast.
Itchy, itchy, itchy. Okay. I spy with my little eye a merchant. Specifically an alchemist. I round the corner, immediately see my vomit.
A letter for you, sir.
Perfect.
Letter? Who from?
Can't rightly say, sir. I was just to deliver it.
What's nice?
Here. And thanks.
No, sir. Thank you. And I truly hope I'll be of service again.
Dearest.
I suspect weighty affairs, rather than merely the wine festival, have drawn you to Toussaint. Perhaps you'll find time to probe a certain matter in spite of this. I recently came across the mention of one Professor Moreau, a scholar in Beauclair, who conducted research into Witcher mutations. Though the details are rather murky, as is the location of the scholar's laboratory, his journal could contain more information. It lies buried with him in his tomb. I enclose a map I found in the book I happened upon. Though less than completely legible, I trust it will prove useful nonetheless. I felt this matter could prove of some importance to you. Thus I dispatched this letter without delay. Whatever you decide, please take exceedingly good care of yourself. Your Yen.
A professor who studied Witcher mutations. Might actually be worth looking into.
You know, funnily enough, that reaction, sounds vaguely like, something Karkat would do out of spite.
Whoa! A witcher! A serious client at last. Tell me, what do you need? Honeysuckle? Ginacia petals?
Show me what you've got in stock.
What we got here? Clearance and restoration. There we go. I feel better.
In the mood for a...
There we go. You loving watching me play a card game yet? Oh, you know this is riveting. What would you rather watch me do? And I win. What would you rather watch me do, hmm?
One false move and you will regret it.
Geralt of Rivia? Sir! Come to me, please! My eyes were not deceived. Yet so far south. You, sir, of all folk in all your fame.
Mm-hmm. Me. South in all my fame.
Oh, I've heard so much. Why, when Master
Well, it's not
Dandelion
necessarily about
tarried in
doing something
Beauclair,
that's
not
not
a
been
day
done.
passed without him baying out a ballad in
It's about having good
admiration of your
content and having
deeds.
people willing to watch it.
Yeah.
Case in point.
Unwelcome little habit of his. But, what can I do for you?
You
Also,
see, my
careful for the
betrothed,
sound of
Francois Le
music.
Goff,
That stuff
vowed
is
in
so
my honor
copyrighted
to
you
bring me
wouldn't
the
believe.
head of the horrid beast they call Gretore.
Couldn't have gotten you a bouquet, some sweets in a bag?
Witcher, sir, you jest. A love most true demands proof through heroic deeds dedicated to the heart's captor. But alas, Francois has been gone a fortnight. Thus I must plead with you to see what's become of him. Could you? Would you?
Precisely. I'm doing blood and wine. Quite the interesting mixture, if I do say so myself.
Do my damnedest to get your fiancée back safe and sound.
I forget.
That...
Quite the contrary.
I see.
So that's faster. Blood and wine is actually pretty nice so far. And what's wrong with Witcher 4? What's wrong in Witcher in particular? I like Witcher. Also, what just happened with that horse?
And wine are rather suited for pleasant mirth.
Actually, surprisingly enough, when I got this, it was at a heavy discount. Got all 3 parts, so I'm just like, okay, let's have fun with this. Off into the wilderness I go. Down the only dirt road I've ever known. Oh yeah, I leveled up. Alright. Hey. Alright, now where the fuck was I supposed to go? Oh, I am way off. Magical teleporting horse. There we go. Hey, Roach.
Let's go.
Oi, I didn't tell you to stop.
Take it easy.
Nope, no. God damn it.
Come on, Roach.
Okay. Whoa. This horse is unwieldy. Jesus. Okay, I cannot be asked. I'm hopping off. Run. What are you laughing at?
Nothing to see here. Move around.
Are any of us really real? How do we know we're not some figment dreamt up by a tentacle god? Not quite. Also, I like how you're able to comment, but it says there's 0 people watching. So, in a way, you don't exist either.
The jaw-dropping Bancombe awaits a challenger. His tongue as devastating as his fists. His report.
What's smiling sun god?
Deliver us from evil.
Hey, I found your grave. So, no comment about me finding your grave? Okay. I'll dig my teeth in. Oh, who am I talking to now? Only a few people I know talk like that. Fairly certain few guys would.
Inscriptions in Elder speech. Salvation lies. Professor's journal's long gone, but in our hearts. Guess somebody else found out about it too. Should look around, see if I can find something else. Damn it, trail breaks off. Wonder if the grave robber learned more than I did. Professor certainly can't do much to help me with my search. Won't learn anything else here. Mappy and send me will have to do. Also, Epitaph mentioned both Ellerin and Donlevde, Valley of the Nine.
But believe me, given what I've been going through for a while now, I wouldn't mind digging my teeth into something. Did I say it was going to be you? I don't think I did. Yeah, no. Who's tuning in now? I see 2 people. Where is this place? Give me a marker. Something! I don't care if it's all the way up here. I'll run over here. Hi. Where the feck am I supposed to go? What the... What the... Why am I not... Fun. Fun! Fun! Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Okay, let's go back over here, and... Still nothing. I'm supposed to read the map, aren't I? That would make the most logical sense. But hey, when have I ever been one for logic?
Site marked on the map's all wet now. Sans Retour flows through there. Must be where the Valley of the Nine once lay. Need to explore the location.
So, Barry Squatter, what brings you here? Cool, cool. About the same as what I'm doing. You know, Witcher 3 and all that. Nothing more cathartic than killing monsters.
If they would just take to work as they take to dancing.
Hey, it's not my fault my voice is rough. Honestly, I think Geralt has a very interesting voice. Also, you're just jealous because your voice is very boring, in a way.
Women and chops. The more you beat them, the
What now, you piece of filth?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that this was a dick measuring contest.
Gotta blow this up if I want to get rid of the Endrigas.
Oh, you really gonna start this up? Cause I'll get on voice chat with you right now. That's how I talk. Sorry if my voice is too low and grumbly for you. Prick. Jesus, we're already up to 4 people? What the fuck was that? What is going on? What this? What, the arch spore? I mean, it wasn't that difficult, it's just... What?
Regis. Couldn't have picked some other place to meet.
Hi, cool.
Stench.
Good old ghouls. So you played Witcher 3 as well? Hi, Bear. Yay! Get out of here, Eridan. Eridan, I don't want to go on a date. Go away. I'm just gonna down a potion real quick. Yeah. Where the devil did I put it? Pheromones, enhanced cat, filter, black blood. Have I made it yet? I could have sworn I made it. I'll make do without. Just need to swim up for a bit, get some air. Down. Not sure how I feel about this position. Oh, so Jesus. Your hip's alright. Pretty sure your thigh gap's alright as it is. Don't want to tempt fate. Seriously, they're a bit of a pain in the neck. Well, I found the entrance. Ish. Why would you wish that? Most people I know that have those complain.
Grave robber must have found something in Moreau's tomb to activate the entry portal. Wonder what surprises this place has in store.
Excuse me, I work in pizza. I get preserves everywhere. Armor die. This is getting more and more interesting by the second. Don't even get me started on that.
Seems someone besides me might be ferreting around here. Someone slim. No way I can sling through there. Need to find a way around. Implanted spikes. Some sense of humor someone's got.
Oh, you're evil. Whew. Whoever made this spot, you're evil. That's what I think of your spikes. Two, three. Woo! Two, three. Woo! Whew. What the? Will you stop complaining? Okay, you wanna go there? Let's go. Let's fucking go. I'm the rude one. I'm the rude one. Okay, let's not go into detail about the real life. Oh, you're talking about Geralt. So I just automatically assume people are talking smack about me. You know, anxiety and all that. But you should know all about that. I mean, to be honest, I'm more of a dog person.
Blood-soaked. Grave robber was wounded while attempting the climb. Needed to bandage up. Managed to avoid the panthers at least.
Okay, so you have all the comments in the world about...
Whoever was here must have scaled that wall, evaded the Panthers.
You have places to be. Somehow that shocks me. But, fine. Leave me all by my lonesome. So cruel. But where?
Course. Locked. Notes I found mention 4 protruding stones. Gotta press them somehow. Crossbow, maybe? Could try to hit them.
Hard. Very, very hard.
Not bad. Wouldn't mind having something like that myself.
Sorry, it's just still hard to believe that Dustin got you into tabletop, but alright, alright. Where the hell is this other switch? I know there's another switch. Woo-doo! I almost fell. Oh, there you are.
Ah, did it.
That's always been the case with him. Didn't you say you were going to bed? Or am I just that nice to be around?
Interesting as places go. Seems someone put a lot of thought into its design. Should look around. Impressive. It's just decoration, or...
How do you like that silver?
I want to rest. Intruder! You are not welcome.
Great. Portals. This just keeps getting better. Damn it. Back where I started. Damn it. Back where I started. Damn it. Wrong again. Could be some clue around here.
I'm gonna go with the one behind him.
Damn it. Back where I started.
Maybe the one he's facing? Oh, I was right.
Right. Now to find the next portal. Damn it. Back where I started.
Alright, through this one.
statues seem oddly oriented, as if to all face in one direction. The right portal, maybe?
Look at where he's... Oh, well, I know where he's pointing. I know the first portal will go through, but... the problem is... that portal right there is kind of blocked. I see it now. Thank you, Dirty Squatter. For I would not have noticed this without your help, because I am blind.
Right. Now to find the next portal.
So it's always forward. Yes,
Must
I
be where
agree.
Moreau had his lab.
Yeah, I've been slowly chipping away at it. Ooh. So, Megascope.
Just need to pick an entry.
Alright, let's see what this is about.
The 18th of Yule, year 1102. Today I begin my great life's endeavor, one greater and more significant than any I have thus far undertaken, for it relates to me personally, to myself and my son. When 15 years passed, a beast of the forest assaulted me. A witcher came to my aid, saved my life. I could not know that for said salvation, I would in the end pay by relinquishing any say as to my own son's fate. Had I the skill to turn back time, I would have done so, and perished rather than surrender to the witch as my only son.
Is this Lambert's dad?
But as it was, on the day when Jerome was taken, I swore an oath on my honor that I would recover my son.
Okay, so not
Today,
Lambert.
Following years of research and preparation, I have at last devised a device that allows me to study mutations. If the gods in their goodness grant me but a bit of favor, I shall find a way to reverse said mutations.
Alright, who else has jumped in?
And restore Jerome to a normal life.
So, Professor wasn't out to enhance Witcher mutations, wanted to reverse them. Wonder if he managed, and if there's anything in it for me. Crystal for this entry's missing.
Observation number 30. The mutations do not set in at once. Curiously, they do not develop over a span of time. Rather, for a mutation to progress towards completion, the appropriate mutagen must be applied continuously. The subject does not bear this well, but I found a way to make the mutations less taxing, invasive. To the mutagen base, I add the albumin of a mutated giant centipede egg. Stored in a glass terrarium, the eggs do not develop, remain small. The eggs themselves are a sight to behold. Mutated, they are luminescent, emitting a wondrous glow. I can only hope my addition of the albumin will produce no significant side effects. Time will tell. Years of experiments, research, sacrifice, all for naught. I have failed to achieve my defined objective. Each mutation I applied to my subjects proved ineffective when applied to Jerome. What I meant to cure him of his witcherism, that which I meant to restore to him a normal life, only deepened his mutations, further augmented his speed and strength, rendered him yet more inhuman. It seems my son must remain a witcher forever. I have failed. The time has come to abandon this place. Return home to Lydia. She may yet deign to take me back. The contraption and mutagens I leave here, let them wither and crumble, as did my dreams of regaining my son.
So the professor wanted to reverse the mutation's effects. Ended up deepening them. Stroke of luck for me. Could profit from his failure. So, Professor tried to neutralize the effects of Witcher mutations. Only managed to enhance them, though. Used the albumins of giant centipede eggs as his mutagen base. Need to go on an egg hunt. Quite the library. Mostly tomes on mutations and genetics. Crystals. Should mount them in the megascope. Missing 2 crystals. This crystal must go here. All crystals in place. Show me what you got. Just need to pick an entry.
Observation 22. Despite applying a surfeit of toxic substances, significantly more than usual, the subject displayed no symptoms of overdosing. I believe this to be an effect of the mutations. Thus, a minor success. This mutation should allow Jerome better to tolerate toxicity. Observation 58. Sometimes failure is the catalyst for success. I've discovered a method by which one type of mutagen may be transmuted into another through the addition of certain ingredients. This is a great day for science. In addition, I observed that today's dose of mutagens brought the subject to the brink of death. He then suddenly awoke, revived, his strength renewed. Not wholly, of course, but he did in a sense come back from the edge of death. Whether this is attributable to his mutations or to pure coincidence cannot be ascertained. I must conduct further experiments.
Seen enough. Preserved organs. Hope their donors weren't forced to give them up. intriguing as machinery goes, but how do I start it up?
Probably by stepping into it.
Guessing this man didn't come here willingly.
Probably not. So how far in the story did you get, Squatter?
Mom's awake and she's not in a good mood. Another one.
About right. Fair enough. Centipede, man.
Sorry, need your help.
Alright, people, I'm probably going to be ending the stream here.